You are now tuned in to the latest and the greatest. TP Way the Giant. It's your guy who was never lying. Sometimes defiant. See, I know and understand that you could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Let's go, let's go. Fee, fi, fo, fum. You know, it's a way of life, it's a lifestyle. It means we don't just talk like a giant, but we walk like a giant. You know, it's facts over feelings over here. This is where all the New York Giant soldiers congregate and have real conversations. Now let me make it clear. Viewer discretion is advised. The thoughts and opinions are not the thoughts and opinions of the New York Giants. Now before we kick this thing off, I need each and every one of you to make sure that you like this stream. And if you're new to this experience, especially if you are a New York Giant soldier, you gotta subscribe. 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 Come on, man. Now, grab your favorite snack. Grab your favorite drink. And if you smoke, we'll go ahead and smoke something from it. And we about to kick this thing off. One more major announcement that I cannot afford to let you sleep is that if you visit the description of this video, then go ahead and do yourself a favor and cop some merch. Official like a referee's whistle. That's how we give it up. Now without further ado, I said without further ado, let's get this shit started. Check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yo, it's good to be back in the comfort of my own home. Better late than never, man. We are still going to talk about this game, man. How are y'all feeling? You know, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. But y'all get on in here, man. Get on in here. Shout out to my guy, Jay Castell. Says, salute to my boy TP. Watched your vlog, brother, and so much respect for you going to the Army. Wish you nothing but the best and a safe journey. Much love. Man, New York Giants salute. I appreciate that, man, for sure. I really do. Y'all have no idea. I'm going to start there. Yeah, so this happened, you know, before really the season even started. This was something that was going on behind the scenes that I, you know, made the decision to join the U.S. Army. And it was super hard, you know, keeping that, you know, to myself without telling y'all, but I didn't want to distract anything that was going on throughout the season, and I already had it in my head to throw it out there at the end of the season. And I'm gonna be real with you. You know, of course, you know, your family is the biggest, you know, aspect to it all. But if I'm being 1,000 with y'all were a big part in the decision making. And I'm dead ass. You could talk to my wife. Y'all were a huge part. Y'all were such a big part into the decision that I could have went earlier. I could have went earlier, and I wanted to finish out the season. I wanted to finish out the season. So yeah, yeah, that is that on that, man. I just hope that y'all continue, to show love, man. Continue to send messages and all that good stuff to make sure that I'm updated at my little time away. And y'all know what's gonna kill me because even in the off season, I typically wanna, push out videos, push out content, and continue to chop up with y'all. But just me at the end of the season, I'm gonna be away just a little bit and in the meantime, y'all just hold tight for me, man. Hold tight, cause when we get back rocking, y'all already know it's back to it. Um. So yeah, that is that on that. Shout out to my guy El Jefe. I see you. Giant salute to El Jefe. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Giant salute to El Jefe. I see you. And of course, my guy Iman Perry is in the building. Says I'm over there spitting balls. Coach Ward in the building says, "Yerk." Shout out to Coach Ward, man. I see you. I see you. I'm glad y'all are in here today because we definitely got to talk about it. I know it's a little late. It's a little late, and really tomorrow we got to talk Vikings. But I got so much on my mind that I do want to talk about this Washington game, man. Of course, as y'all already know, shout out to y'all for tuning in to the vlog. If you haven't seen the vlog, make sure y'all go see the game day vlog. I want to start here with the positive, okay? Because we gonna damn sure get into some negative and shit like that, man. But I want to start with the positive. The positive is this, man. Y'all, if you didn't see the game day vlog, man, this weekend I think went a lot different than I think what people expected for it to be. I know a few people who was reaching out and talking about traveling to New York when the weather is trash and the Giants is trash and all of that. I live in Michigan right now. And for those who know that the Michigan winters are real. Are real. And I also work in this weather. This is everyday, life here in Michigan. So for me, the snow that was in New York was just another day. I'm gonna be real with you. It was just another day for me. I experienced it so much here in Michigan that there was no wow factor to it. I did realize that, that was a talking point to a lot of people, and people were talking about, the weather and things of that nature. And, that was what the commentators, everyone was talking about the weather. And I'm going to be real with you. It really didn't have much factor for me. If anything, I was excited. I'm going to be real with you. I was excited because if you know, like I know, if you're at a certain age bracket, then you know what I'm saying. When I was a kid and I would watch NFL Sundays and it got to the winter time and they had these primetime games, these big time games, and they were played in the snow. As a kid, I thought that was some of the dopest shit ever. I thought that was some of the dopest shit ever. And as a kid, I always thought to myself, what is that like? Like, what is the fan experience like? What is the players out there feeling like? What is that like? So the fan in me was actually excited that this was my first snow game that I attended. So I thought it was kind of dope. I thought it added a little element to the whole experience and so forth and so on. But the real thing is, as most of y'all already know. If you don't know, with me joining the Army is I'm going to be away, of course, from my family. And so that trip was a New York Giant trip, right? But it wasn't just a New York Giant trip. That trip was to get a good getaway with the fam. We did a lot of shopping. We ate good. We did a lot of family things. And so the game just added on top of that, man. And I was able to rock out with my son at the game. And when I tell y'all, man, super dope. Super dope. I mean, the vlog wouldn't even get it in full justice. To have my son there with me, to see him be the New York Giant, the TP Wade Jr., just for him to be that New York Giant fan that was out there in the weather, in the elements, and just rocking out, calling out his favorite play. Like, that was dope, man. As a dad, that is what this shit is about, man. Like, you can't replace that. So again, I'm starting off with the positive. I'm getting this out the way because trust me, y'all, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Y'all know we are. So that element was dope, man. That element was super dope. Another thing that was dope was running into a lot of New York Giant legends, man. And it was so dope to do that because, it's so easy to forget the core of what the New York Giants are about. What you see right there behind me is Hakeem Nicks. Signed Hakeem Nicks jersey. And that was even a dope, small interaction that I had with him. And it's funny, we'll get into it, of course, but I'm thinking like, shit, Hakeem, you still got any more like left in the tank? Shit, we need you, Darius Slayton. But anyway, I met Hakeem Nicks. The first thing I say to him, I'm like, yo, tell Aqib Talib, man, to stop tripping. Like, yo, who's gonna tell this, man? And he laughs, right? And he's like, yo, he know what's up. And I tell him, we all know what's up. I tell him we all know what's up. And he could have easily just signed, his autograph and kept it pushing because there was other people, of course, that wanted to meet him. But he also, stamped the Super Bowl champ up there, and he was definitely showing love, man. So I mean, that is a memory, you know what I mean, that you can always have. That's something no one could ever take from you. Giant salute to Hakeem Nicks. I got autographs from Jesse Armstead. I got autographs from a few people, but it was just that experience in itself was dope. So that's the positive. That's the positive. I'm glad we got that out the way. All right. I don't want y'all to be thinking like, oh, I'm just this super negative guy or anything like that. So now we gotta, jump into these comments and we're gonna talk. In the zone sports, he says, who y'all take at number one? Shout out to In the Zone Sports, man. Of course, he is a Minnesota Viking content creator who I'm gonna be chopping it up with soon. Yeah. I'm gonna save my shit talking because I got something to talk to you about, man. You over here talking about my quarterback and shit. And you got JJ McCarthy, but we'll revisit that. El Jefe say I'm gonna be at the Vikings versus Giants game, man. Yo, just have fun in the experience, man. Have fun in the experience because I don't know how the game experience is gonna go. Actually, I do know how it's gonna go, but I'm just trying to be polite with it. Clinton Jones in the building. Shout out to Clinton Jones. I see you. Salute to Clinton Jones. Hey, man, Clinton's the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Yeah, man. So Patrick Mahomes. We jumping into new territory, man. Born for Sports is in the building. Says checking in from work. Giant salute to my guy, Born for Sports. I see you. Ryan, Big Boo Podcast. Ryan, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to my guy Ryan. I was waiting on you, man. We were supposed to do something. I was waiting on you to send a link, but hey, it ain't too late, man. Let's do something, Ryan. Let's do something. Born for Sports says, salute to chat. We in the car. Yes, sir, man. 365 Giants. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Says TP, salute King. Season over, yet Joe Shane is still around. I want to know how y'all feel. Do y'all have the belief that Joe Shane is up out of here at the end of the season? Because I don't see a world where he could stay. I feel like maybe there was a chance, but I feel like that chance is long gone. Long gone. What y'all think, man? Y'all let me know in the comments. I mean, the only way I see it is that Joe Shane, at the end of the season, Joe Shane and others are going to be terminated. That's the only way I see it. So I'm not really panicking right now that Joe Shane is still here, because in my train of thought, I'm thinking Joe Shane is out of here. Super chat, my fault, Coach Ward. Shout out to Coach Ward for the $10 super chat for sure. New York Giants, salute to you. He says, yo, I'm going to need every one of these trade dart for Mendoza folks to come to the front of the congregation and take this verbal assault. They really sound crazy for a plethora of reason. Casuals. Whoa. I know that there aren't Giant fans that truly are on the trade dart for Mendoza conversation. Coach Ward is right. If there is anybody who's even entertaining that idea, I need you in the comments right now, because this stream is going to go in a different direction and I have to talk to you. Either you're trolling, or you just want some engagement. Cause ain't no way that shit is real. Trade dart for Mendoza? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect Mendoza, but the whole element of it, like, that's, yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Jay Castell says, talk that talk, coach. I'm back. Nah, that's fact. That's a fact. That's complete asinine for anybody who's on that type of time. I'm going to be real with you. That's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, I see y'all. Let me try to get to the bottom of this, man, so we could really get into it. So that father-son bond, yes, man, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Yeah, man, shout out to y'all. And his own says, Mario Manningham is my people, nephew. Yo, I got this ball right here was signed by Mario Manningham, man, a New York Giant, legend for sure, man. New York Giant legend. All right, so let's get into this game, man. Let's get into this game. Y'all know damn well I had a lot to say about this game. I do want to start off by saying this. Y'all know how I was talking before the game. And what I found out, one thing, when you're at the game, you get a different view of things. Like your angles on certain things are different, and you really, really get to see what is what. The fans not being at that game, because it was the most emptiest stadium that I've ever been to and watching a game. It was. There were fans there, right? There were still a lot of people there, but there were a lot of empty seats. And there's one side of me, man, I'm going to be real with you. There's one side of me that I liked it, to be honest with you. I liked it because it was more of an intimate feeling. But there was the reality of, oh, shit, like, yeah, this is the bottom. This is what the bottom feels like, and super pause on that. And I was able to hear just a lot of the fans, their conversation pieces throughout the games and things like that. And nobody really thought wholeheartedly that we were going to lose this game. Yeah, of course, as a New York Giant fan, you always have it in the back of your mind. You don't look at it as impossible. But we thought that we were going to pull out a win. And I got to take back a lot of things that I view on this team, because unfortunately, we are a lot worse than what I thought we were. Now, we all should know at this point in time that we are a bad football club. We should all know that. But I was under the belief that we were better than what our record has shown. I was under the belief that we were better than a lot of the teams that I really deemed as bad, as trash, as garbage, as ass. Like I thought we were better than those teams. And yeah, this past week was the realization that no, we are that team. We are garbage. We are garbage. And to be able to see that shit live, was more of an eye-opener than I have had all this year. And forgive me if I bounce around on Talking Matters, man, but I'm gonna just speak. I'm gonna just vent. I have never seen so much soft shit on the NFL football stage in my life. These dudes are fucking soft, y'all. And you see it on TV, you see it on All 22, but to see it in person, these motherfuckers are soft. And I'm particularly talking about the defense. Let's call out some names. Bobby Okereke. Shout out to my guy Atticus from the NYG Blue Zone. We was having a conversation on a live stream that we did a couple weeks back. And I proposed a question as to what position group has been, the biggest disappointment on the Giant squad. And I threw out linebackers. And Atticus pointed out to me and told me to pay attention more into the push-up front, because a lot of that has to do with what's going on with the linebackers and also the fact that Bobby Okereke has to compensate for, who's next to him and the things of that nature and so forth and so on. So I made it my duty to just pay more attention to the linebacker play. And me and Atticus gonna have to have this conversation. We're gonna have to revisit this conversation, because I watched Bobby Okereke. Bobby O was looking exactly like I thought Bobby O was looking. Terrible. Bobby O was looking soft. He was looking. I don't know how old Bobby O is, but he was looking very much Bobby Wagner age. Like, this shit was terrible. There was one play when the dude, hit the sidelines, and instead of Bobby Okereke just doing what the Patriots did to us and just getting his ass up out of there, Bobby Okereke goes, I cannot make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. When I seen that, I wanted to jump on the field myself, man, and do the old school, grab Bobby Okereke by the face mask and tell him to tighten the fuck up. I mean, it's crazy, man. The shit that I was seeing out there. It was a vast difference on the Commander side versus our side. But it's not just the Commanders. It's just pretty much everybody except for us. We ain't smacking shit out there. We ain't smacking shit. And I'm even talking about from a football mind. Like, you coming off a game from the Patriots where you getting fucked up all game. And they laughing at you on mainstream media and all these other platforms. Everybody laughing at you. Everybody talking about, everybody talking about, look how crazy the Giants is getting tossed around from all of these Patriot dudes. And that was the whole meme for the week. You would think just as a man, as a football player, that would just fuel you to step into MetLife next week and put a name for yourself. Just as a man. Just as a somebody who does this shit. Somebody as just a football player. You would just think they would have the attitude like, you know what? Okay, we would have laughing stock last week. We're going to put in pain this week. You would think so. Not us. Not us. Everything they did was irritating the fuck out of me this past weekend. They was just out there all willy-nilly and shit. And I'm just like, yo, this what am I watching? Like, really, what am I watching? Shout out to my guy Moody in the building, man. I see you. And Moody says, do you think they just don't have the talent? Moody, it's not the talent. It's not the talent. And I'm going to keep it real with you. You know what it is? They pussy. They pussy. And a lot of them is just soft as shit. A lot of them is just soft as shit out there. I ain't going to hold you. Until they show me something different, I'm calling it how I see it. That is what I'm seeing on the defensive side of the ball, man. Some of that shit that I was watching with my own two eyes, I just couldn't fathom. I just couldn't believe it. And it is not the talent. I'm telling you, it is not the talent. These dudes are talented. I ain't gonna take away from that. They talented. But talent ain't enough on the NFL stage. If you don't got no heart, if you just ain't out there on a mission, like if you don't want the shit, you're going to get exposed. Talent ain't just going, unless you just this freakish athlete and your talent is out of this world, you are able to separate yourself, man. But outside of that, nah, man, these dudes is just soft, man. I'm just calling it how I see it. I'm going to just call it how I see it. I mean, I can't even really credit Cliff Kingsbury on coaching just an absolute great of a game on the Washington Commanders side, because honestly, this probably had to been the easiest job he's had to do all week. I mean, all season. This really had to be the easiest job. All they had to do was run the ball. We couldn't stop shit. We didn't want to tackle nobody for real. We didn't. All they had to do was run the ball. And I'm sitting here just thinking to myself, okay, you know what? Maybe they just starting off slow. Maybe, you know, as the game picks up, you know, we're going to see a lot more happening on the defensive side of the ball. You know, I'm really being optimistic, right? Because I'm there. I'm there. But no, man. No. These dudes is just piss poor. They really are. And I can see why we are in the position that we are in. And Coach Ward, I like this. Coach Ward says 11 defenders, but maybe 2 or 3 are dogs on the unit. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all are going to view as the dogs on the defensive side of the ball. I want to know your opinion, because I'm going to give you mine. Brian Burns is a dog. Kayvon Thibodeau, I think Kayvon Tibbs, if he was out there, I think he's putting up. I think he's not going out like that. I think he not going out like that, but he won't out there. Abdul Carter, if we're just talking about this week, Abdul Carter, man, put on a fucking show. Abdul Carter definitely must have heard some shit that I was saying. He must have definitely heard some shit that everybody was saying this week. I mean, reports was coming out that this week he was on it when it came to practicing, and you know, he was on that type of time. And so I'm gonna give a giant salute to Abdul Carter for sure, because he had himself a day. So I'm gonna put Abdul Carter in that conversation. I'm gonna put him in that conversation. And shout out to him for not just tweeting. Shout out to him for not just going up on Twitter, you know, giving us a message talking about what did he say? I don't know. It was something indirect that was responding to all the criticism. But he responded. He put it to action. So I salute that. I don't mind you going on Twitter saying what you got to say as long as you back the shit up. He backed it up, pause. So shout out to Abdul. And yo, I'm going to be honest with you. As painful as it is for me to say this, I honestly can't tell you with an honest heart that I could put Dexter Lawrence up there, man. I just don't feel like I could put Dexter Lawrence up there, and if we're talking about right now. And I don't want to sound crazy. I'm not trying to, y'all know me. I don't do shit for just clicks and engagement. But y'all let me know if I'm tripping, because I just don't feel like I could put him up there. I don't. I really don't. As far as dogs is concerned, Cordell Flott, I'll put Cordell up there. I'll put Cordell Flott up there. And then outside of that, I'm sorry, list over. List over. Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? This dude, Ja'Cory Krosky-Moret, man, had 96 yards. 96 yards on the ground. And he could have easily had a 100-yard game, man. That man was out there doing whatever he wanted. He was out there doing whatever he wanted. Rightfully so, because we was out there playing like some straight hoes, man. Some straight hoes. Jackson Dart went 20 for 36, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 sack. Now, I know I'm going to lose a lot of y'all, because again, y'all know, y'all get a little, you know, y'all get a little soft on me whenever I talk about y'all boy. Whenever I talk about y'all boy, y'all hate me for it. But I don't give a fuck. I can only keep it real. That boy Jackson Dart didn't have the best of games, man. He ain't had the best of games. I mean, he was out there, you know, really missing some big play down. Even at the end of the game when we had a chance to tie things up, Wandell had a step on that man, and just Jackson Dart, it wasn't the best of days. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. But it damn sure wasn't all good. And I was telling y'all about being there and just listening to the fans commentating on the game, right? And see, this fan base got a fucking problem. This fan base got a fucking problem because they are blinded by the Jackson Dart glasses. They're completely blinded by them to where they just can't keep it real. They just can't keep it real. Like, yo, I'm not saying that you got to necessarily just dog and disrespect Jackson Dart, but I don't even want to talk football with y'all if y'all can't tell the truth about what y'all are seeing from this man. Jackson Dart was out there throwing a bunch of ducks. A bunch of ducks. And I know y'all want to get on Darius Slayton and shit like that, but I just don't understand how you could get on Darius. I can't understand. I just don't understand how the only talking point can be on the drops and not on the mishaps of Jackson Dart. I'm listening to the fans in the stadium, and these were clear missed throws, just clear ducks. And I'm hearing guys talking about, oh, he got to come back to that. Come back to what? Come back to what? No, Jackson Dart just out there just didn't have it. Didn't have it. I would say, I want Jackson Dart to be better at being more comfortable in the pocket and setting his feet, but he's also made some really good throws off that back foot, and that's part of his game. That's part of his game. And I don't think that all of I don't think it was all just back foot throws that were off money. It was just a rough day for him, man. It was a rough day. And when y'all want to talk about reasons as to why we lose, you gotta talk Jackson Dart, and you gotta speak to how he looked throughout the entirety of the game, man. You really do. What absolutely kills me about him as well is that he has the ability, man, to kill defenses with his legs. Kill defenses with his legs. That interception that he threw to Jalen Hyatt, sorry ass. That interception that he threw to Jalen Hyatt, he should, first of all, if he was going to throw it, he should have thrown it 10 days ago. He should have thrown it 10 days ago, but he waited. Jalen Hyatt's route I wasn't a fan of. Mind you, I'm in the end zone so I could see literally how it formed. But I don't know why he threw that ball. It was so much air in that ball. That ball was in the air for 10 days. I said, oh shit, Sandstrom got a Christmas gift. Sandstrom got a Christmas gift. Easy money. Pick. Get that rookie shit up out of here is all I seen. But on that play, what frustrated me, it's like, yo, Dart, you could have just ran. You could have ran. That's what you do. That's what you do. I never, as a quarterback, and this is what I kind of feared, is don't feel bad for making plays with your legs. If it ain't there, it ain't there. Go make something happen. You got the ability to do it. That's what makes you special. But you sitting there throwing we moving the ball up the field, you throw a crucial interception, you're part of the issue. And this is not me, just overreacting. Because, again, I mean, look, Jackson Dart, I'm in the car. I'm in the car until I feel completely, otherwise, I'm in the car. But I ain't going to act like I ain't see some of the shit that I was seeing. Tyrone Tracy Jr., man. New York Giants salute to Tyrone Tracy Jr. Was out there doing his thing, man. Running hard. And it was exactly what I be telling y'all about this, man. I be telling y'all. Tyrone Tracy Jr. was out there showing his receiving ways, too. He was showing his receiving ways, and he was running hard. Bouncing off tackles. He's another one that you gotta really salute because he got the heart that's gonna fit the mold to whatever we want to be. He got the heart. And he was really matching energy on what the Commanders was doing on their side because, again, they was running the rock and doing whatever they wanted to do. Well, Tyrone Tracy Jr. was getting his as well. Wow, I see one. I see a troll. Jadion Jones says Mendoza. I'm not falling for the troll shit. This clearly, I don't think he truly believes this. Jadion, I don't believe you. I don't think you truly believe this. I'm not going to fall for it. I almost went there. I'm not going to fall for it. Receiving. Theo Johnson had 3 receptions, 72 yards. Again, Theo Johnson is a very likable guy when he ain't dropping shit. He's a very likable guy. He is. Jadion, okay. Jadion says, nah, we use Mendoza for a heist. Okay. I apologize. I thought something different. I thought you was coming in here trolling. I get you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But Theo Johnson, again, 72 yards. He had him, a big game catch towards the late game stretch to try to make something happen. But again, man, a name that we've been bringing up consistently throughout this season was Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson. 5 receptions, 54 yards, and a touchdown, and a tutty. Now, that touchdown that he had, that was a beautiful route. That is why I consistently say Wan'Dale Robinson is the best route runner that we have on this team. And it's not even close. The closest person to him, of course, would be Malik Neighbors. But Wan'Dale Robinson, to me, is the best route runner on this team. Dart threw that ball in the air, and I swear that ball was in the air for about 5 years and 10 days. And Wan'Dale created so much separation, he's just trying to get to it. He was trying to get to it. And I'm glad he was able to pull it in, too, because I ain't going to hold you. If this was Wan'Dale of old days, I'm not sure he's making that happen. But Wan'Dale is definitely on some shit this year. And he's earning himself a contract, man. For real. He really is. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this receiving core. Darius fucking Slayton. I need everybody right now, man. I don't know where you watching this from and how you're viewing this. First of all, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Please make sure that you like this stream. And if you haven't already, subscribe, man. Subscribe. But I need everybody to make sure you lock your doors. Make sure all your money's in your wallet. Make sure everything around you is good. Make sure everything around you is good. Because I wouldn't want somebody like Darius fucking Slayton to rob your ass the way he's robbing the fucking Giants. And I'm pissed because I don't usually talk like this when it comes to Darius Slayton. Y'all know I always say I'm a Darius Slayton guy. But see now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed at Darius Slayton. Because see this dude, man, I had all the faith and belief in the world when it came to Darius Slayton, man. And I'm fighting off, these guys that is on his back and shit like that. Just for him to make me look like a complete fucking fool. Complete fool. Shout out to my guy Big Dash in the building. Yeah, just saw the vlog. He says, yo, just saw your video. Yes, man. Yes, he says, salute to you, bro. And the content community family will be right here when you get back. Yo, that means a lot, man. That means a lot for real. That y'all have no idea. That means a lot. But listen. He pissed me the fuck off. Dash, he made me a liar too. I'm gonna tell you this. Again, I was in that end zone. I was in that end zone. So I had a very good view. And if you go watch the vlog, I caught the tail end of it. It's so hard. Usually when my vlogs, my wife comes and she records for me. This vlog, I had to record it all on my own. My wife like, look, fuck that. Y'all could go sit out in that cold. I'll be damned. Right? Because she's sane. She's sane. But I'm watching. First of all, Dart put there was another ball where he put so much air. So much air. He again, what did I say? The last one, Wandell had 5 years. Well, Darius Slayton, he had about 10 years and 16 days to get to that ball. He did. And you just watching Darius Slayton go. I mean, he was going. He was going. And as a receiver, you're just looking for certain things that makes you believe that he's going to bring this shit in. So Darius Slayton is hauling. And I'm not going to lie, he's putting maximum effort. And I see him look up and he locates the ball. When I seen him locate the ball, I said, this is money. This is money. This is money right here. And I do want to say this because a lot of people don't understand this. Should he have caught the ball? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not debating that. But that catch wasn't as easy as everybody believes it to be. It would have been a good catch. But he should have for sure caught that ball. Please don't mistake what I'm saying. He should have for sure caught that ball. And it wasn't like it was perfectly put on the inside. It was one of those ones, which I'm trying to teach my son now on the importance of you gotta look the ball in all the way. Because as soon as you keep your eyes off of it, bad shit happens. But anyway, I see him locate the ball, and he extends those arms out, and I said money, and it hits his hands. Mind you, I'm telling y'all my view, it couldn't have been even better. It hits his hands. And it's like he had a good, grasp to it. And then I guess when he tried to pull it in, I don't even know I can't even explain it. But when the ball popped out, I lied to you not. I wish that I could have had a camera to take a picture of the moment that I was viewing from my eyes. Because it was really just a photogenic moment that I seen. When Darius Slayton is sitting there with his hands on his helmet and everybody around him in that corner, every fan that was there was on his ass. Was on his ass. There was no teammates around to encourage him. It was Darius Slayton sitting down, hands on his helmet because he knew he fucked up. And everybody on that side was boo! Boo! Get Darius Slayton the fuck up out of here. Everybody was going. It was real New York shit. They was on his ass. And for that second, just for the human aspect of it, right? For the human aspect of it, I felt bad. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt bad. But once he got his ass up and I looked back at the time and possession and things like that, I was hot. I said, nah, fuck that. Boo, motherfucker. Oh, it pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. And I just, man, man, I just don't got no more pushback. I got no more pushback. Big Dash says it was a bad ball that got there and should have been caught, but it definitely was an easy catch. He had them beat by like 7 yards. Hey, it should have. He should have caught it. He should have caught. I mean, especially when you think about other receivers around the league, right? You look at other receivers and you're like, oh man, I can name so many receivers who's bringing that one in, But Man. Ja Soul says, end zone view on the tape shows what Slayton had to do to track that ball. It wasn't an easy catch, but it hits his hand, so he got to catch it. But it was a trash throw as well. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me see. Shout out to Donnell. Donnell, hopefully I'm reading that right. He says, also respect to you and your choice to join the military. I'm a Commanders fan and I enjoy following your content to keep an eye on the enemy. Yeah, man. New York Giants, salute to you. Yeah. I read a comment. It took me out. Somebody commented under the video and was like, man, you he said something about I thought you were a lot older than what you were, or something like that, whatever. No, you read right. I'm not young. I am young. But as far as joining the military, no, I'm not. I'm not that. I'm probably as old as you think I am. I'm 31 years young of age. And I get, it's not the typical, starting the military journey age thing, right? But I will say this without getting, into all types of detail. It's part of a master plan, man, and it's something that's been brewing. And I'll just say that it's part of the master plan. A lot of people, if you know, it's one of those things. If you know, because a lot of people look at, they like, oh man, you got a good job, you're leaving your good job and things like that. They don't really, understand it. But if you know, and it is one of those things where it's like, you can't really explain. But I definitely thank y'all, man, for definitely showing love and support. And again, like I said earlier, y'all were heavy on the mind as far as, the decision-making aspect of it and when I was going to do this. Again, for those who didn't hear it earlier, I mean, I could have been going earlier. I could have, started this thing earlier, but I wanted to make sure that I finished out this season first. So, y'all just, keep sending me updates, keep sending me updates, keep me updated and keep holding it down. You know what I mean? Keep holding it down. I know my guy Big Dash got me. You know what I mean? I know he gonna hold it down for sure. And yeah, man, I'm counting on y'all. I'm counting on y'all to keep me updated and all that with all that information. So yeah, Darius Slayton, man. I got no more kicking for him. I really don't. Outside of that, I mean that's really all I have for the receivers. Again, Tyrone Tracy Jr. putting his receiving skills to some use. I love that. Let's talk on his defensive side of the ball. Really, it ain't really too much to talk about, but I do want to give a giant salute, man, to Cordell Flott. Cordell Flott, man. He's been one of the guys that I truly respect, and I've been really becoming more and more of a fan of. Cordell Flott he steps up to the challenge, man. And he does it confidently too. Like don't let the size and shit fool you. Like he's on that type of time. So with all that soft shit that's going on the defensive side of the ball, he wants no parts. And I gotta salute him for that. Again, we spoke about Abdul Carter. Like, again, shout out to him, man. He put on the show. Tyler Nubin. I thought he had one of his better games. I seen him in on some tackles and, kind of getting in there a little bit. Yeah. I mean, outside of that, let's catch up with these comments. I'll tell y'all this too. What also pissed me off. Y'all know I went there to the game with my son, right? And my son, he's really a Jackson Dart fan. Like he's on the Jackson Dart train. So he really wanted a Jackson Dart autograph. And so I was telling him, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna try to make it happen. We're gonna try to make it happen. After the game, as they head to their cars, we're gonna wait by the gate to see if we could, get an autograph from Jackson Dart. And I'm gonna tell you this, from a fan's perspective, would put the cherry on top. Now again, I think I had a beautiful game experience, man. But what put the cherry on top, what pissed me off with these players was the fans that was at this game. I feel like it said a lot about the fans that were particularly at this game. At this game. These were the fans that were out in the cold. These were the fans that was, maneuvering through the snow. These were the fans that were here to support this team that they love. While this team is not loving the fans back. This is the fans that puts their hard-earned money, time, and effort. These fans that I was watching, that was there at that gate, just trying to get their interaction with the players. To see them there, I said, I kind of thought to myself, the very least that these players can do was take a little bit of time to sign some autographs. And I'm not talking about grown ass man me. But I'm talking about these teenagers, these kids that was out there. And I'm always thinking from a player aspect as well. I'm not one of these guys that like to, just talk from a fan perspective. But in this particular game, for y'all to fuck around and play the way y'all played, you should feel grateful and honored that there are fans still out there even wanting y'all fucking autographs the way y'all was looking. So it pissed me off, man, to watch certain players not even acknowledge these young fans walking out the stadium. Now, granted, my son was out there and he was just like, all right, Dad, like I'm tired of waiting. Like I'm ready to go. So we didn't even get to, see Jackson Dart come out, whatever. But there were certain players that came out, and I'm not even going to call their name, but there were certain players that just came out and didn't even acknowledge these fans and just kept it pushing. And to me, I didn't respect it. Because these fans did a lot to watch this game, to come out and see y'all. And I will say this, man. Shout out to Jalen Hyatt, because he took time to talk to everybody. Everybody who wanted an autograph, he took time to sign their autograph. John Michael Schmitz, he took time to sign anybody who wanted an autograph. He was out there doing it. Who else am I forgetting? And I'll say those were the major two that I've seen. And there was probably more. We left a little early, but there was probably more. But those were the two guys that I know for sure that took the time. I'm going to say this too, because I don't want to forget about this. Cool. Oh, that shit was hilarious. I ain't going to lie. That shit was hilarious. Cool was coming out, and see me, I be paying attention to the mannerisms of certain players, and I think a lot of them knew that, they figured, I would say, a lot of them figured that Giant fans was going to be talking mad shit on their way out to the car. And to be honest with you, the fans wasn't on that type of time. The fans that was out there, that's what people need to understand. Like, these players need to understand. The fans that was out there in that cold and the snow, they wasn't out there to talk shit. They out there because they are fans. And so when Koo was coming out, I could see him. He's trying his best to just stay on the phone and try to act like he was so indulged into whatever conversation that he was having. But you could also see his nervousness as to what the fans were going to say to him, and him particularly. Because he's coming out dolo on his own, right? And to my surprise, there's a young fan who wanted his autograph. And I think it even caught Koo off guard that he wanted his autograph. Koo was walking out on the phone, and he said, Koo. And Koo just kind of ignored him. And he said, Imam Perry said, nobody was on that phone. I believe that too. I believe that too. So he looked back. He said, Koo, can I get an autograph? And Koo said, he just stuttered. And I guess he just panicked because he knew how awkward he looked. And he was like, I'm sorry, guys. And he just walked away. And I was like, oh, yeah, he know. I was like, oh, yeah, he know. He know what he did today was some bullshit. And he wanted to get to that car so quick, fast, and in a hurry. He didn't even want time to even to hear what the fans had to say. But I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. That was hilarious. Anyway, let me get to these comments. I see y'all. Coach Ward says, Dart better spend that bread and get with the QB coach to stabilize his fundamentals. Back foot throwing will get you out of the league with errant throws. Yes, man, and this also is a reason for everybody that was saying sit Dart, let Dart sit. No, now you are seeing as to why you do the complete opposite of that. Like, granted, look, man, I'm rocking with Dart, but I think a lot of y'all I think we just see two different things. Because a lot of y'all look at Dart and y'all like, oh, he can do no wrong. And I'm like, whoa. He's out there. He's doing his thing. But you can still see the rookie in Dart. And we can't ignore that. So these are reps. These are reps that Dart needs to have. I'm glad he's having these moments because he needs these. And Coach Ward is right. In the offseason, he needs to put these together so he knows what he needs to work on in the offseason. He knows, what he needs to get to. He has work to do this offseason. He has work to do. So I get it. Everybody's, was in love with Action Jackson. I get that. But we got to put our heads down and we got to work this offseason for sure. And he's shown you as to why. Jay Castell says his footwork mechanics are not good. He really needs a good coach this next season. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. He needs to work. Jadion Jones says Carnell Tate or Caleb Downs. Which Buckeye do we get? If we get Tate, that's our next Knicks. And the last time we had an Ole Miss quarterback, we went to the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm torn, man. I'm torn, and I get why. I'm not one of the people who don't see why or in what world on why you would get another receiver. I absolutely get it. I understand it. I don't know right now. I gotta really sit down and do my Googles, do my research, get into my mock draft bag that I haven't got in at all, and really see what's what. Because we got some holes, man. We got some holes in this team, and it's just hard to pick one. See, me right now, how I'm feeling right now, I mean, that defensive side of the ball is just it's just glaring. It's just glaring at me right now. So, but Carnell Tate, I'm a huge fan of, man. I'm a huge fan of. So I get it. I get it. I get it. Josh Soul says, "Hello, well, folks are going to kill Slayton, but that throw was booty. It hit his hands, so he should have caught it. But the way he had to twist his body wasn't it." Yeah, hey man, like I'm saying, just keep it well balanced is all I'm saying. Keep it well balanced. I just don't get the fans that just want to, talk about one aspect of it and then want to ignore the other aspect. Like, nah, if you're gonna talk about Slayton, talk about Dart too. Talk about Dart. Cause he was out there, man, throwing some ducks. Let me see. Donnell says Malik number 1, Wandell number 2, and y'all need another guy, either to be y'all number 2 and move Robertson to 3, or Wandell to be the 2 and new wide receiver be the 3. I would prefer Wandell to be the 3. I would prefer for him to be the 3. And this is no shot at Wandell. I just think that if Wandell is the 3, now I think you're cooking with hot grease. The way I see it. Now you're really doing something in the receiving core. To have Wandell at your 3, I'll take it. Let me see. Coach Ward says Dart don't have the strongest arm, but he has above average NFL arm talent. Ole Miss tapes shows he can sling the rock deep. Between misjudging NFL speed and bad mechanics, he isn't accurate deep. That's a fact, Coach. That is a fact. 100% agreed. 100%. Shout out to my guy solving the race problem, New York Giants. Salute to you. Says, salute, TP. Good luck on this next step in life. You a real one. I appreciate that, bro. I do, man, for real. He also says, it's crazy to say that Brian Dable and Shane Bowen gave this team the best chance to win. Oh, man. Yeah, yo. Just when I thought shit couldn't get any worse, man. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't know nothing no more. I don't know nothing no more when it comes to this team. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing. Deila says, what up, TP? You'll be missed out here, but thank you for your service. Be safe out there, and we'll see you when you get back. New York Giants, salute to my guy, Deila, man. I appreciate that, bro. For real, I do. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a crier. I think it's some shit that just became of me, like, the older I've gotten, the more life I lived. I became more of a crier. I'm reading this shit, man. Y'all gonna have me tearing up in this bitch, man. Y'all chill out. Mosley said, my son was at the game. I was at work. Oh, shout out, Mosley. New York Giants, salute. Shout out to your son. Shout out to your son. Yeah, man, I seen some familiar faces out there, man. It was good to be out there. It was good to be out there. Shout out to my guy Frank White. Says, yeah, what's good, TP Way, the Giants general, man. New York Giants, salute to my guy Frank White in the building. Jadion Jones says Marcus Freeman and Jackson Dart would be cinema. Hey, look, man. I put out a video not too long ago. I like Marcus Freeman too, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Marcus Freeman too. Shout out to my guy Cotton in the building. What up, Cotton? Says go Buckeyes. And Frank White says I need a D-tack in the draft. We need to stop the run next season. TP, you think we need to run the 4-3 and put Alexander next to Dex? Hey, I will tell you this, man. When I'm playing Madden, I'm in that 4-3 a lot. I'm in that 4-3 a lot when I'm on Madden. But yeah, I'm with you, bro. And that's the thing about this defense was we are so terrible at stopping the run. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. And you have no choice but to address that. you have no choice but to address it. So I'm with you, man. I do think that Darius Alexander, with the right coaches, with the proper development, man, I think he's gonna become a guy, man, that we're gonna continue to like, man, and root for, because I like some of the things that I'm seeing from Darius Alexander. But look, all in all, that's all I have, man. That's all I really have. JDon says, TP, if you a real one in Madden, are you punting on 4th and 12? I love this question. So it depends. It depends, right? Like I'm one of these guys that I play Madden the same way that I would coach a real live NFL game. Now, anything above the 50, we going for it. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. In the first half, we going for it all. In the first half, we going for it all. And if it's a close game, and let's say I believe in my defense, I'm putting things together defensively, then you're gonna get some punts out of me in that second half. You're gonna see some punts out of me, because I'm a winner. I want to win. I need the win. And I got some players dolled up that's gonna get me that first. You know what I mean? But in the same breath and time, I'm very strategic on when I go for it and when I don't. So I would say, to answer your question, that first half, I'm pretty much going for everything. Depending on how that game is in that second half, you'll see me be more strategic. You see me be more strategic. So yeah, it's all dependent. JDon says, I'm a 4, vert that thing till I die. And see, yeah, we know how to handle that. See, I already know how to handle that. And see, the thing is, too, with me, is when I play Madden, only team I play with is the Giants. I don't play with nobody else. I don't even know what it's like to play with anybody else. I play with the Giants and the Giants only. That's it. Chris says, when playing against the computer, I don't go for it on Madden unless I need it. Yeah. Frank White says, that's a situational decision. I think the same way. Coach Ward says, cover 6 that for a vert. Hey, look, y'all trying to trick me. Y'all trying to trick me. I don't want to give y'all any of my gems, because if y'all end up seeing me up there, I don't need to give y'all no gems. Matter of fact, I'm TP Way the Giant on PlayStation. So if any of y'all ever feeling froggy, you know what I mean, feel free. Add me. My gamer tag is TP Way the Giant. Listen, we all Giant fans, so I crown myself as being the best New York Giant user. Not the best Madden player, but I crown myself on being the best New York Giant user, which means there ain't nobody who used the Giants better than me. And so if y'all use the Giants, y'all know I only use the Giants. The only way that we could settle it out is a Giant versus a Giant game. A Giant versus a Giant game. And may the best man win. And the way I see it is, if I win, then the next game you got to hop up off the team. You got to play with somebody else. And if you win, I gotta do the same. JDon says, if I know the opponent good, he gonna have to stop me on all 4 downs. JDon, TP Way the Giant. TP Way the Giant. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the comment section. Let me see. Yeah, man. Y'all come get this smoke in Madden, man. Y'all come get this smoke in Madden. Whenever y'all feeling froggy, I don't mind giving out lessons. But listen, man, again, New York Giants, salute to each and every one of you. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing mad love. Look, I can't say it enough. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure that you like this stream for me, man. Like this stream, help with the engagement. And if you're new to this channel, especially if you are a New York Giant fan, man, go ahead and subscribe. Wednesday, which tomorrow, I'm gonna try to set up a stream. I got my Viking buddies. I'm gonna reach out to some of my guys, man, to see what we can do. And then we got to talk Vikings, man. But anyway, look, I rock with anybody. See, a lot of even in the content world, like I relate a lot of the people that was out there in the snow and in the cold weather. A lot of y'all people that is tuned in right now as Giant fans, like I really rock with y'all because this is the thing. We down right now. And there's gonna be a time where the tables turn. There's going to be a time when the tables turn. People that is here now, these are the people that I'm on a party with, man, when we turn this shit around. So I respect it. Y'all definitely bleed blue like I bleed blue, so I respect that, man. But I'm going to get out of here, like, again, man. I just came back from up top this morning. We got in about 6 this morning. So I'm actually about to go take me another power nap, you know what I mean? And chill with the fam for a little bit. But I will holler at y'all again. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, y'all already know, fee fi fo fum. Peace.
If I don't do nothing, I'ma ball and provide. Wifey said the only side piece she support is the piece on my side. Yeah. Everything gon' be fine. Rooting for her while she battling her back for my time. They say Virginians for lovers, yeah, they lovers of crime. It's hate here like lovers of crime.